WNBA Finals. And so I'll leave it there. I mean, I'm just obviously disheartened. You know, I'm a human too. I have a family. I have 2 kids who are devastated by these comments. And so all I'll say is just, you know.
The landscape of professional basketball just shifted on its axis, and the tremors are being felt from the front offices in New York all the way to the practice facilities in Indiana, because something massive just happened behind closed doors that will change the sport forever. For years, the narrative around the WNBA was one of survival and slow growth. But in a move that has left analysts stunned and fans electrified, the WNBA Commissioner, Cathy Engelbert, has finally confirmed a massive update regarding the collective bargaining agreement that every single player has been waiting for. You might think this is just about a few extra dollars in a paycheck, but this is actually a full-scale economic revolution sparked by a level of popularity that the league wasn't prepared to handle until very recently. And the players have officially exercised their right to opt out of the current deal. And while some feared this would lead to a total shutdown or a messy legal battle, the reality is far more interesting because it seems the league office is finally ready to play ball on the players' terms. At the center of this whirlwind is the person everyone is talking about, and the rumors are swirling that the specific changes being proposed are exactly what Caitlin Clark has been advocating for since she stepped onto the professional hardwood. This isn't just about the Caitlin Clark effect on the ratings, it's about how that influence is being leveraged to dismantle an outdated system that has kept salaries low and travel conditions subpar for decades. When the news broke that the players were walking away from the old deal, it sent a clear message that the days of being grateful for scraps are officially over, and the commissioner's response has confirmed that a new era of massive wealth and player equity is finally on the horizon. To understand why this is such a shocking development, you have to look at the insulting reality that these world-class athletes have been living with for years. Until very recently, the top rookies in the league were making less than $100,000 a year, which is a figure that seems almost laughable when you consider the millions of viewers they are pulling in every single night. With the current CBA was signed in a pre-pandemic world where the league's valuation was a fraction of what it is today, and the players knew that if they didn't act now, they would be locked into those poverty wages for several more seasons. The commissioner recently addressed the media with a tone that was noticeably different than her usual corporate speak, acknowledging that the league is in the middle of a total economic transformation. This wasn't just a polite nod to the fans, it was a signal to the owners that the bank vault is about to be opened. Rumors have surfaced that the league is looking at a proposal that could triple the salary cap within the next 24 months, which would be the single largest jump in the history of women's professional sports. But this isn't just a gift from the league office. It is a hard-fought victory that comes on the heels of a record-breaking $2.2 billion media rights deal that changed the math for everyone involved. When that deal was announced, the players immediately realized that the old rules no longer applied, and the tension in the locker rooms began to boil over as they demanded a piece of that multi-billion-dollar pie. The most exposed secret in the league right now is the divide between the old guard and the new money. But this CBA update might be the only thing that can actually fix the vibe. There have been whispers for months about veterans feeling slighted by the massive attention given to rookies like Clark and Angel Reese, but the beauty of this new deal is that it raises the floor for everyone. What if a 10-year veteran who has been grinding for years suddenly sees their salary jump from $200,000 to $600,000? The resentment starts to fade away, replaced by the realization that the new kids actually brought the bag for everyone. Caitlin Clark is reportedly very happy with these updates because her goal from day one wasn't just to be a star, but to ensure that the WNBA felt like a real pro league in every sense of the word. For her, that means more than just the money. It means the professionalization of the entire experience. One of the most controversial points of the previous deal was the prioritization rule, which basically forced players to choose between the WNBA and their high-paying overseas jobs in Europe or Asia. And this rule was a major point of contention and led to several legal issues surfacing behind the scenes as players felt their earning potential was being unfairly capped. But with the massive update, the commissioner just hinted at that rule could be a thing of the past because the WNBA salaries might finally be high enough that players don't feel the need to fly halfway across the world just to survive the off-season. This would be a game-changer for player health and longevity, because playing year-round without a break has led to a shocking number of injuries that have offed the careers of many promising stars before they ever hit their prime. The new CBA is expected to address this directly by creating a domestic marketing program that pays players to stay in the US and promote the league during the winter months. But the revealed details don't stop there, because the travel situation is also getting a massive overhaul. It's no secret that the league struggled for years with players flying commercial and dealing with DMN flight delays and security risks in public airports. But the new agreement is expected to make charter flights a permanent legal requirement rather than just a temporary luxury. This was a non-negotiable for the Players Association, especially after several high-profile security scares involving players being harassed in public terminals. The commissioner has finally admitted that the safety of the players is paramount, and that the revenue is finally there to support a private travel infrastructure that matches the NBA. But there is a darker side to these negotiations that many people aren't talking about yet. There is a massive power struggle happening between the traditional owners who have been with the league since its inception and the new money owners who are coming in with a Silicon Valley mindset. The old guard is reportedly terrified of how fast the league is changing, and some are worried that the Clark bubble might pop before the new CBA runs its course. However, the data doesn't lie, and the commissioner is using that data as a hammer to force the more conservative owners to get on board with the massive pay raises. We are talking about a league that saw a 170% increase in attendance in some markets, and a merchandise boom that has literally broken the league's online store multiple times. This isn't a fluke, it's a shift in the culture, and the players know it. But the shocking truth is that for a long time the league was being run like a charity rather than a business, but that mindset has been exposed as a failure. The new CBA is designed to turn the WNBA into a profit-sharing machine. Rumors are circulating that the 1 in 5 revenue-sharing rule is being scrapped in favor of a much more aggressive model that gives players a direct percentage of every jersey sold, every ticket scanned, and every DMN hot dog bought in the arena. If this goes through, it would make WNBA players some of the most economically empowered female athletes on the planet. Caitlin Clark's camp has been relatively quiet during the formal negotiations, but sources close to the star say she is over the moon about the direction of the talks, because it validates everything she believed about the potential of the sport. She has already OD'd on brand deals with Gatorade and State Farm, so she doesn't personally need the league's money to be wealthy, but she understands that for the league to be legit, the base salary has to reflect the level of play. This is why the CBA update is being seen as a victory for her specifically. It's a confirmation that the Clark era isn't just a media hype cycle, but a structural rebuilding of the entire industry. But what happens if the negotiations hit a snag? The threat of a strike is always there, and the players have made it clear they are willing to sit out the 2026 season if their demands aren't met. This is the high-stakes gamble the commissioner is playing. She has to satisfy the players without bankrupting the smaller market teams that don't have the same revenue as the powerhouse franchises. Speculation is that the league will introduce a luxury tax system similar to the NBA, where the big spending teams like the New York Liberty and the Las Vegas Aces help subsidize the growth of the rest of the league. This would allow the salary cap to explode without leaving the small market teams in the dust. The revealed plan also includes a massive expansion of the league schedule, which means more games, more TV slots, and more DMN revenue for everyone. But it's not just about the money, it's about the respect that comes with being a partner in the business. For the first time, the players are being consulted on everything from the oft-playoff formats to the marketing strategies for the upcoming seasons. This level of collaboration is shocking to those who remember how top-down the league used to be. The commissioner's latest update also touched on the international expansion of the brand, with rumors of games being played in London and Mexico City to capitalize on the global interest in players like Clark. This is all part of the massive plan to turn the WNBA into a global entertainment powerhouse. But amidst all this optimism, there are still accusations surfacing that some teams are still lagging behind in terms of practice facilities and medical staff. The new CBA is expected to set a gold standard for what a professional team must provide, which will effectively expose the owners who are just trying to coast on the league's success without investing in their athletes. This is the kind of SHT that players have been complaining about for years, and it's finally being addressed. The tone of the conversation has shifted from "can we afford this?" to "how can we not do this?" The commissioner knows that if she fumbles this moment, she will be remembered as the person who let the greatest opportunity in women's sports history slip through her fingers. That's why the update she provided was so definitive. She isn't just hoping for a deal, she is confirming that the framework for a massive update is already in place. This has led to a sense of relief across the league. You can see it in the way the players are talking on social media and the way the agents are positioning their clients for the next free agency cycle. Everyone is preparing for the WNBA Gold Rush. The specific mention of Caitlin Clark being happy is a strategic move by the league to signal to fans and sponsors that the face of the league is on board with the future. If Clark is happy, then the sponsors are happy. And if the sponsors are happy, then the money keeps flowing. It's a perfect circle of growth that was unimaginable just 24 months ago. But let's look at the hidden elements of this update that might have been missed by the casual observer. There is a major push for lifelong health care for retired players in this new deal, which is a massive win for the veterans who paved the way for the current stars. For a long time, the oft careers of former players meant they were left with nothing but shitty medical bills and no support system, but the new CBA aims to fix that. It's a way of honoring the past while building the future. There is also a revealed focus on the mental health of the players, acknowledging the intense pressure and social media scrutiny that comes with this new level of fame. The league is reportedly setting aside millions for wellness programs that will be available to every player 24/7. This is the kind of forward-thinking Wnba that makes the WNBA a leader in the sports world. As we look toward the 2025 season, the excitement is palpable, but the real focus is on what happens in that boardroom. The massive CBA update isn't just a footnote in a sports magazine, it is the constitution of a new empire. And the commissioner's confirmation has effectively ended the era of uncertainty and started the era of dominance. But there is still one more shocking rumor to discuss, and that is the possibility of a player-owned expansion team. Some of the league's biggest stars have reportedly discussed the idea of a union-backed franchise, where the players themselves are the primary shareholders. While this might sound like a DMN fantasy, the commissioner hasn't entirely ruled out the idea of innovative ownership structures in the future. This would be the ultimate exposed power move and would change the dynamics of professional sports forever. For now, the focus remains on the current negotiations and the massive pay raises that are coming. The message is clear. The WNBA is no longer a niche league. It is a massive business that is finally being run like one. The players have the talent, they have the audience, and now they have the leverage. The commissioner's update is just the beginning of a story that will be told for generations. It's the story of how a group of women decided they were worth more and then went out and proved it to the world. And as for the Caitlin Clark is happy headline, it's more than just a quote. It's a mission statement. She came into this league to change the game, and it looks like she's doing exactly that, both on and off the court. The shocking reality is that we are only in the first inning of this transformation. And the next few years will see more revealed secrets, more exposed conflicts, and more massive updates as the league finds its footing in this new world. But one thing is for certain, the WNBA has finally arrived, and they aren't going anywhere. The fans are locked in, the ratings are through the roof, and the money is finally starting to match the DMM effort these athletes put in every day. If you thought the 2024 season was wild, just wait until you see what happens when these players are actually paid what they are worth. It's going to be shocking, revealed, and massive in every sense of the word. The commissioner has spoken, the players have opted out, and the countdown to the greatest era in women's basketball has officially begun. Don't blink, because you might miss the moment the WNBA becomes the biggest show on earth. And the CBA update is the spark, and the whole world is about to see the explosion. From the revealed salary caps to the exposed owner tensions, every part of this story is a testament to the power of growth. And as the legal issues surfacing with the old deal are finally put to rest, the players can finally focus on what they do best, which is putting on a DMN show for the fans. The oft rumors of a league in trouble have been replaced by the shocking truth of a league in triumph. This is the update we've all been waiting for, and it's even bigger than we imagined. The league is changing, the players are winning, and the future is brighter than a DMN diamond. It's time to pay attention, because the WNBA just changed the rules of the game forever, and they did it with the whole world watching. And the commissioner's massive confirmation is the final piece of the puzzle. And now, the real work begins to make sure the 2026 season is the most successful one yet. The players are ready, the fans are ready, and it seems the league office is finally ready too. This is the massive update, the shocking truth, and the revealed future of the WNBA, all wrapped into one explosive moment. Get ready, because the Clark era is just getting started, and it's going to be a DMN wild ride for everyone involved. The exposed reality of the old system is being replaced by a massive new vision, and it's about time. Every DMN minute of the next year will be filled with speculation and excitement as the final details are hammered out, but the foundation is solid. And the WNBA is here to stay, and they are finally being treated like the massive stars they are. The commissioner's update is the ultimate revealed secret, and the Caitlin Clark is happy news is the cherry on top. This is the moment the game changed forever, and we are all just lucky enough to be watching it happen in real time. The shocking part isn't that it's happening, but that it took this DMN long to get here. But now that it's here, there's no stopping it. The WNBA is the future of sports, and the new CBA is the roadmap to get there. It's massive, it's revealed, and it's shocking. But most importantly, it's DMN deserved. The players have earned every bit of this, and the commissioner's confirmation is just the formal acknowledgement of their power. The era of surviving is over, and the era of thriving has officially begun. And every player, every fan, and every DMN person involved in the game should be celebrating this massive CBA update because it represents the shocking truth that when women's sports are given the same investment as men's sports, they produce the same massive results. This is the revealed reality of the new WNBA, and it's a beautiful thing to see. The exposed flaws of the past are being fixed, and the massive potential of the future is being realized. It's a great day for the game, and an even better day for the athletes who make it happen. The commissioner has confirmed it, the players are happy, and the world is watching. This is the WNBA we've always wanted, and it's finally here. The DMN wait is over. The massive update is official, and the game will never be the same again. Now, it's a shocking, revealed, and massive victory for everyone involved. The Caitlin Clark is happy headline says it all, but the real story is much bigger than any one player. It's the story of a league that finally realized its own massive worth. And that is the most shocking truth of all. The WNBA is a powerhouse, and the new CBA is the proof. Get ready for a DMN incredible future.